Hi guys, James here. I want to talk about Elon Musk. Is he a genius, an innovator, or a marketing guru? You could say he's probably the both. You know, he helped create PayPal, which was his first thing. He sold his position in PayPal for a couple $100 million. He used that to buy a big stake in a floundering EV company called Tesla, which in turn has been absolutely fantastic for him. Made him one of the richest men in the world. One day he's rich, one day he's, number two, one. Every day, depends on the stock value. And Tesla's had a rough go this year so far. The stock's been up and down all year. Now it's a high 900, then dropped down to a low of 48. So it's been rough. It's been a rough time. Right now it's about 650. It's up today, but it's been down mostly the whole year so far, this first quarter. And they're going to come out with their performance very shortly on how much they did in sales. But Elon Musk, how much part of innovating Tesla cars has he really been involved with? Has he been the driving force behind the innovation or the driving force on marketing? We know he's a great marketer. Every time he speaks, values, everything goes up. He says he's going to buy Bitcoin, price of Bitcoin goes up. He says something about, 420 and everybody's smoking weed. Everything he says has an action. Everybody follows him so much, and the market just jumps up and down for whatever he says, and that's what he's always out promoting the cars. Just like that, space truck that he has, it's supposed to come out. It's the ugliest thing in the world, but it shows you what a great marketing genius he really is, that he can get a ugly looking piece of crap like that. People will buy it. People spend $100,000 on a damn thing. But Tesla has a whole bunch of problems facing the whole industry. It's like, the chips. Tesla's quality has been problems. Quality's been pretty bad, and now they have the problem with the credit cards. When people put down payments, they're being double charged. So people have been going into near bankruptcy and broke because Tesla double charged them on the down payments, which could be $5,000, $10,000. All of a sudden, out of your credit cards, or your bank account comes another $20,000 unauthorized. So there's problems right now. Tesla has problems, and plus the self-driving cars. There's a problem right now. People are falling asleep behind the wheel and crashing. And there's been, recalls by the federal government. So Tesla faces the same problem that all the car makers do, even though Tesla says they're not a car maker, but they are a car maker, okay? And there's also a problem with the batteries. As more and more competition comes out, getting batteries is very difficult. All the material comes from very certain places. You need silver, and you need, everything's mined for the battery. And it's really hard. Now, before Tesla was leading the market, but there's so much competition now, so much competition. Porsche and Audi have some incredible vehicles, incredible looking vehicles. Yeah, they may not get 500 miles on a charge, but they're beautiful, man. Teslas are ugly as sin. All Teslas look the same. They look pretty ugly. Porsche and the new Audi that came out, oh my God. And you got all these competition now. Everybody's gonna make electric cars. So they're top of the heap right now, but their pricing is higher. They just raised the price 7% on all vehicles. See, the margins is the big issue. Yeah, that's how you make money. All car manufacturers make money. The higher and all the options, they make the money, and the lower market vehicles, they don't. But until a car company, AVs can have a $25,000 car that gets over 300 miles to a charge, there's going to be a problem. But Elon has been a driving force behind Tesla. There's no doubt about it. He created that company. He didn't create the company, but he's been the driving force of how it has become what it is today. And, with the Biden and his plans for the country, it should be a lot more, need for Teslas or any EV cars. But, it all comes down to what Elon's going to do in the future. He's been in trouble before because of his mouth, in making stupid statements on Twitter, getting into arguments with politicians, Bernie Sanders and AOC, and I like him for that. I like that he stands up for himself. There's no doubt about it. The man says what's on his mind, and I think that's great. I love people like that. I may not agree with a lot of people who say stuff like that, but Bernie Sanders says stuff that I don't like the guy at all. I can't stand his politics, but I respect that he's consistent. And AOC, another person I cannot stand, but she is so consistent and I respect the consistency, and that's what Elon Musk is. Very consistent. He has an open mind and says what he thinks. He tries to bring the best product. He's the one that fought these lockdowns in California, that you can't, you're shutting down all these people. How can we make cars? But he faces bigger competition, that's China. The government in China's been cracking down on American companies, so he faces a big problem. You know, they can shut down plants down in a minute. You know, that's the problem. So you got to see what's going to happen here in the future. But he is, there's no doubt, a marketing guru. Everything he says is followed by millions of people on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, all over the news, on LinkedIn, everywhere he goes. There's people, millions of people following what he says. He says something about these, you know, gaming companies on Reddit, and all of a sudden everybody goes nuts and buys stuff. So the man is definitely well watched by the people, but that doesn't mean that it makes him right. It doesn't make him a success. What makes him a success is that he doesn't give up. He puts all in. To be successful, you have to put it all in. You have to screw the rest of the world. You have to look forward. That's the only way you're going to succeed in business. The guy, like he says, you don't have to be. You don't even care about how much paper you have on the wall. That doesn't make you smart or a good businessman or a good businesswoman. It's right here. It's your drive. That's what he said. And that's so true. It's the drive. It's here. It's not from Harvard, not from Yale, not from Princeton. You're born with it. Either you're smart or you're not. Okay? You can educate yourself with all the books. Doesn't make you smart. Okay? In business. One way you learn business is get your ass down there and do it. And he's done it. There's no doubt about it. He's loved and hated by many people in this world. You know, people like Tesla or they hate Teslas. You know, there's no other way around it. And people feel the same way about Elon Musk. But he's definitely a person that is very controversial, and that's worked in his benefit because he knows how to use that. He knows how to use that to make money. And he's been successful. The stock has gone up trillions. The value of the company was $35 billion in 2019. Now the market cap is at $620 billion or something like that. It could be a $1 trillion company. Why? I don't know. The stock is overvalued. That's a whole nother video, a whole nother issue of that. It's a big bubble stock. You know, and it's way overvalued. There's no doubt about it. You know, you got Kathy Wood saying that, you know, ARK saying that it's a $3,000 stock again. Well, we don't know, you know, what that's going to be in a couple of years. The stock's been down this whole year. It's up today, up $15. I was watching before I came on here. But it fluctuates. It's been down all year. It's been down at the high 900. It's now at 650. So you got to remember, people who own these stocks are the ones who owns Apple and, you know, Facebook. These are institutional companies that mostly own this stock because it has to be part of the portfolio. So they own it. You know, that's what. You know, 50% of Tesla stock is owned by institutions. But Elon is a guy you really want to watch. If you want to learn how to succeed, he's one of those guys that wrote the book on how to succeed. We have a few people out there, you know, who have been very powerful throughout our career and life here that have been successful because they never gave up. They succeed, you have to do things that other people won't do. I'm not saying you have to break the law, but you have to be able to sleep, work 20 hours a day. You have to be able to wake up in the middle of the night and start writing stuff down. It's like great musicians that we've seen throughout the years. All of a sudden they couldn't sleep, they got up in the middle of the night and wrote some lyrics down, went back to bed, and those lyrics became hit songs that we know today. That's what great innovators are. That's how you do it. All these people have innovated. Steve Jobs, all these people. Bill Gates, when they were starting out, they pushed the envelope. To be successful, you have to push the envelope. Elon has pushed the envelope. That's why he's a success, probably the richest man in the world. And Tesla is doing so well is because he pushed the envelope against the odds. He never gave up. He said, screw you all, I'm doing what I'm going to do. That's what makes Elon great. That's why Tesla is so successful. And that's why you can be successful if you do the same damn thing. Don't rely on other people. Rely on yourself. Push yourself. No one's going to make you rich, okay? No money's going to fall in your lap. You have to do it yourself. I had a business I lost because of COVID, and I'm trying to start up again and push it. Don't give up. Elon Musk never gave up, and look where he is today. He's one of the richest people in the world. And you could be maybe not the richest person, or you could do rather well yourself. Take care.